Okay. After getting soft-locked in D2, I've switched over to this instead. And I was not pleased I got soft-locked. So, to calm myself down before I hit the bed, I'm gonna do a bit of narration in this lovely game that I enjoy, Tavern Talk. I do need a break from that soft-lock. What the hell happened there? So, let us continue. Let's use this one. Act 2, Starlight Sonata, number 9, Crossing the Threshold, 5th of the Astral Moon. Good morning, innkeeper. Could you please make me a drink? I need something to make me up and help me feel agile again. Of course, Fable. Just a moment. Tell that's a Swift Strike, isn't it? It's a Swift Strike, isn't it? It is indeed a Swift Strike. Of course, your favourite drink that you usually take. And then... Oh wait, no, I want to drink this for me. No, I made this drink wrong, haven't I? I want to drink this and this. Pour this. So X it out. And this. And then this. Thanks, Andrew. Yeah, that's the one. Thank you. I feel much better already. Long night? Very. Turns out there were a lot of farmers who needed help. Were they offering it? Not at all. I really enjoyed being able to help people. Before I just used to wish I could help people, but never felt competent enough to try. It's fun to try, a bit exhausting at times, but I think I much prefer this over waiting around. I still could use a bit more practice though. That's fair. Make sure you're just make sure you're also practicing taking breaks. You will have a much easier time helping others if you're not close to passing out yourself. That's what I have your drinks for. My drinks are not a gateway to burnout. I admire your kindness, Fable. They should fall under the umbrella of people you are being kind to. I mean, I am pretty good at falling. You're pretty good at a lot of things. I try. I know. Say, have a rest now, okay? Okay, thank you. Oh, new character. Good day to you, innkeeper. Good day to you too, adventurer. Yes, an adventurer. That's what I am indeed. I come here seeking a drink. What a coincidence, I do happen to have some of those in stock. What can I get you? What kind of drinks do adventurers usually get? Whatever drink they desire. Then, well, I could do something that tastes good. Of course. Perhaps something that could protect me from my foes. Defenses to the base. Very much discussed, is it not? Possibly. Let's try it out. He wants the defense drink. There's one, but there's also Frost the Lagoon. What's I? He asked for 3 defense drinks, so can do. Liquid protection against your foes. Now for half the price. Thank you so very kindly. Do you like it? Well, yes, of course. Then you should say so. I apologize. I forgot to do the thing I forget to do things where you say your words out loud. I get that. Now that you acquired your drink, care to introduce yourself? How could it rude me to forget? I am Gustav Archibald Richmond, of the third son of the Lord Gustav Albert Richmond of the second Lady Dorothy Bridge, the 27th. An up and coming hero from Windmore. And who might you be? The up and coming innkeeper of Zenith. Happy to have you. Okay, I did that wrong. The up and coming innkeeper of Zenia. Happy to have you here. And I'm Fable of the Ashen Grove. You are Fable? Yes? Is that a bad thing? The Fable that saved Trigon from werewolves? The very same. Wow, what an incredible pleasure to just meet you. I've heard so many things about you. Oh, good things, I hope. Of course! They said you single-handedly persuaded the werewolf to give up his wicked ways and reunite the family. That's one way to put it for sure. You do have a way with words. Incredible, a true hero indeed. They spoke of you helping with the aftershocks of the Starfall as well. I mean, that's a given. I need to help out when I can. You truly have the heart of a folk hero. How admirable. What about you, Lord Gustav Archibald III? What are you a hero of? Well, I'm currently living my backstory era. I'm in the first act, so to speak, my journey of becoming a full-blown adventurer. I've had a bit of a start, but I shall catch up with haste. Also, Archie is just fine. You don't have to say the whole thing every time. Well, Archie, if haste you're looking for, I can help with that. Someone gave me some golden feathers a few days ago. Prepared as infusion for the right drink, they can hasten you up in no time. Really? That's spectacular! I always thought these things were myths and legends. You only read about them in books. Do you read a lot? Ah, you know, sometimes, not that much. You should. You sound like someone who enjoys adventures and books for so full of them. They are. I'm just too cool for books. Books are cool. You think so? Yes, I do. I mean, look at the Innkeeper's Journal. It's super cool. The coolest. Oh, well, actually, maybe I do read quite a bit. I'm sorry for being so weird about it. Don't worry, we're all a little weird sometimes. What kind of books do you like? Anything full of adventures and heroes and adventuring heroes. They're just like me. Obviously, my parents would prefer if I read about other things such as books on etiquette or the newspaper. Now, I'm just gonna go out a bit, break the character's flow, play this flow of the story, I'm sorry, but reading newspaper can actually be fun sometimes. Trust me, I would know. There's some good articles in there you can learn a lot. I'm sure they would love it. I wrote a dissertation on intricacies of the dire negotiations, or even became a diplomat myself. But I think I'd fare much better as a savior of this world, don't you think? The dire negotiations? I'm unfamiliar. It's all terribly boring, really. They'd be negotiating the trade route due to the collapse of the canal bridge. Apologies for yawning. Canal bridge that was hit by a horde of spinal rhinoceros. I apologize if you guys start yawning because I yawned. I apologize. It's not going all that well because they can't agree on who should pay for the repairs, the mainland or Daya itself. Just thinking about it puts me to sleep. Then perhaps we get back to more exciting topics. How do you plan yourself for your hero's journey? By doing something heroic, of course. What's something heroic I could do? I could start by helping the local farmers. They're still behind and really can the cattle as we speak. Great idea. How much gold should I give them? Gold? I mean, I'm sure they wouldn't mind gold, but I was thinking more letting them a hand, you know, physically, with your little hands. Ah, okay. So, I would go to the farmers and ask what they need help with. Of course. That sounds... I shall figure it out. Thank you for the inspiration, people. It's been an honor meeting you. I hope we shall cross paths again. Till my next quest, Innkeeper. Till then. I'm gonna stop there. I'm just gonna read the character entry for that lad. Archie, human, 24, swashbuckler, neutral good, the hermit. Okay. Archie is a noble son of the infiltrated from Windwall. He's quite out of touch with reality, growing up around books instead of everyday people. He wants to experience the adventures his life through the red power, especially after hearing his tales from hero. Interesting. So it looks like Fable's quite a bit of a legend. Wow. Okay. That was adorable. Weird. Not because of him. You heard about me being a hero. That doesn't sound right. But you are a hero. Not really. I didn't even do that much yet. Not enough to be inspired to anyone anyway. There are much greater heroes than me out there. He wasn't impressed by the other heroes. He was impressed by you. That's nice. I'm just very happy about it. I am. It's really flattering, but I just don't think I did not deserve his praise. Hey George, onesie, Tavern Talk? Why are you questioning that? This is Tavern Talk. Or has my description not been correct? That could be a thing. Let me know. I'm just some elf. It's not for you to decide who's impressed by you and who isn't. I'm personally going to keep bragging about knowing Fable, the great hero of Ashen Grove, and the savior of Trigan. Alright, I get it. Thank you, Innkeep. I'll try better to accept compliments. Good. Hello, Innkeep. Hello, Fable. Hello, Melly. And hello, Malachite. It's good to see you both again. Likewise, right, Mal? Can I offer you two a drink? Actually, you can offer us a quest. Are you talking about the one you just picked up by any chance? Your incredible dash still strikes again. I'm only trying to match my wits here. Hee hee. So, you're to save this from those poor familiars? I am. This familiar sight wizard's clues leading to seeming dead end. This sounds like a case for the world's greatest detective. And her sneaky assistant. They do sound like a great team. They are not a team. But they are going on a quest together. They are not. Then why are you here? She didn't want to come here alone. She said she couldn't reach the quest board. And I needed a drink anyway. So you're sending Melly on a quest? Alone? As is customary, that's how the Shadowbanes have always handled it. Melly isn't part of the Shadowbanes. Yeah, Melly isn't why she wishes to walk the path of thieves. So she must embrace their lifestyle. I think she's trying to walk the path of the detective. And that just sounds dangerous and negligent. I agree. Sorry. Not coming with me? No. Why not? I just explained that. Badly. But you have to come with me. Why? It's clearly a job for 2 people. There's no job that can't be done alone. What if I need someone to sneak into the crime scene to gather evidence? Didn't you want to go on this quest to test your stealth training? Or do I get nervous? Or what if I forget how to be stealthy? Or what if non-familiars want to talk to me? I don't know that. Or what if I come back and you've been eaten by a T-Rex? Who cares? I do. I just want to say, I think you should go with her. I think you should mind your own business. And I think you should make better decisions. Melly is right. You two make a good team, especially for this case. So stop hiding from the imaginary T-Rex of emotional vulnerability and just go with this familiar theme of vacation. You might even enjoy it. Listen, Melina, even if I wanted to come with you, I couldn't. I've got obligations, things to do. You're a thief. You don't have fixed working hours, and you don't have any other friends waiting around for you. Maybe not, but I do have a sheepfish to take care of. You have a sheepfish? I do. His name is Rufus, and he doesn't do well alone. Plus, he needs to be fed and do his daily crossword puzzles, otherwise his wool will get all strawy. Oh, well, you're right. I can't just leave Rufus. You can't just leave Rufus alone. He'll get lonely. Yeah. I could take care of Rufus. What? Well, I live nearby and I'm very good with animals and creatures and crossword puzzles. That sounds like an excellent idea. What if Rufus doesn't like you? He will. Certainly after one of Fable's famous lullabies. You sing? Sometimes. Maybe you wonder how about my Mal and Rufus got in my T-Rex while the famous booed at me out of town. I think I prefer about you and Malachi same as dead, right, Mal? Fine, but just this once. See it as your final exam for your training. Yay, that sounds fun. Wonderful. So, do you two need help on your quest? Don't know. What do you think, detective? Well, it's great that you say and ask mighty assistant. Please don't call me that. Okay, Mighty Mal then. No. How about John? Sure. So, John, thanks for asking. I'll just like the quest given us closely. I've got a conclusion that there's only one option. The classic case of finding the right clues sprinkled throughout the witness testimonies and piecing them together correctly. Sounds like the wizard, the familiars. They'll have different conflicting information. And we need to cut the untangled to see the whole picture. To do that, it requires minutes enough to get the truth out of them. After those two resolve us out of the guilt or fear, we activate our stealth powers to find those hidden clues ourselves. Also, we should quick so they can't destroy any evidence. I can offer you some golden furs as they do come with a sweet aftertaste of haste. That way you should be able to make clues offered much quicker. Great idea. I think you underrate the severity of the situation. What was it instead, John? He changed it. This is like the second time he's changed his name. So I think John Malachite, or whatever his first name was, will change his name regularly, I think. I agree with the stealth part, because he's just dirty. Make sure we bring it as long as possible. But the focus is beyond overpowering whoever responsible for this. If making familiars this out, they won't be interested in discussion. Not a fair one, at least. We should fight first and ask questions later. I guess I got bored of the stealthy approach. Different problems require different solutions. If you achieve a fight, may I recommend fresh Phoenix chilies? Some fire resistance could be a big match against wizards or for familiars. Whether fireball or fire breath, you wouldn't want to walk in unprepared. Does Andrew have fire breath? Technically yes, but he's too lazy to use it. Also a bunch of roasting marshmallows though. I love to try Andrew's marshmallows. I'll see if he can if I can set something up when you return. Thank you. I think some smalls could help convince those familiars to help us. That's ridiculous. A diver will be far more convincing. I think both could work. Innkeeper, what do you think? They definitely need a little bit of dexterity for sneaking around, what should they pair it with? Haste for quick arrival, charisma for smooth talking, or pure strength for some fire resistance. Let me think about it. God, that's a lot. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I need to make 2 drinks. Okay, let's check the plants. I need one that's infused haste. I need golden feather. Okay, so it's this one. Okay. And I need something that has high charisma. 3 charisma, 1 speed. Drinks. Okay, so it should be this. This should be the drink, I hope. I think this case needs a delicate hand. The best detective was achieved through clever conversation. Ha! You're spot on. Guess this is how I die. Don't be so pessimistic. My drinks have your back. Do you think you're prepared to solve this case, detective? Yes, with your help, we will complete this quest with haste. We'll be back soon. Best of snooping. I should go with them to pick up that sheepfish before they disappear into the night. Don't forget to sing him a lullaby. Rufus or John? Rufus. Right, obviously. I'm gonna go now. Have fun, Fable. Innkeeper. Chrissy, glad to see you're alright. Likewise, good to see you and the Tavern unharmed. It's quite a disaster out there. And I'm just passing through. Didn't have time to stay for long. Need to check on the cottage and the birds and Fable. I'm sure everything is as it was. The canopies of the grove are steady after all, which is why I chose to make it my home. That and the landscape. Hope your trip was nice at least. Oh, it was. It felt good to recharge and refill the creative juices. We walked a lot actually. Almost mapped out the whole island. Here's the height to the foot of the pouring bridge where the auras touch the peaks. I heard the view is quite remarkable. It was. Never seen anything like it before. It was the first time I got to catch a glimpse of them. I also got a glimpse of the infamous Banshee. Everyone told us to avoid the lonely lagoon because of her, but it's too beautiful to ignore. I doubt the Banshee means any harm. Everyone yearns for a friend after all, even scary creatures. It gets annoying as a monster sometimes. Everyone is scared of you. People shouldn't be. No one can choose who they are born as. We should accept them as they are. I have a few patrons who really appreciate hearing that. And I'd be happy to meet them. Speaking of which, I got you something. Oh? Remember the nymphs from when we last spoke? I do. I do vaguely. I met one at the art convention. She was selling a little homemade trinkets. I remember our conversation and got you this. Well, you might appreciate it. I do. Thank you. It will certainly always have a special place in my heart, knowing it came from you. Oh, you're such a sweet talker, but you can't trick me into giving you my name. What would I want with names? Nothing good, that's for sure. But for realsies, I have to leave now. I've been gone for too long. See you around, Innkeep. See you around, Chrissy. Take care of yourself. Always. Okay. Who is this, I wonder? Hiya, good to see you again. It's been a while. Yes, a while. A while. 6,000 years. More like 2 months. Oh, I thought I had hibernated longer. You hibernated at this time of year? It was for the Bloomtide Festival. It happens near my swamp every year during the Dreaming Moon. Druids and bards join together in search of the moon balls for 2 whole weeks. They dance, they laugh, they scatter pretty little flowers everywhere. I hope if they can satiate the land, it will lead them to the reflection of the cosmos. You mean the set of mythical lakes that's said to reflect all the 7 moons at once? Yes. Ever since the Twilight Chasm portal opened up within them a mere 30 years ago, travelers have become increasingly obsessed with bathing in their beauty. Such festivities sounds exciting. No! They are loud. Their songs, they're arguing about getting lost in the endless maze of the marshes. They walk around with torches burning ember, and they swing too close to my precious vines. Why would you bring fire into a swamp? It is a little rude. Exactly. You know, I tried to join them one time. dainty flowers intrigued me, and I snuck up to them, dressed in my prettiest poison ivy adorned with thorns of the undying trees. And you know what they did? What? They chased me away with their fiery brooms, chanting, "Demon, be gone!" on top of their tiny lungs. So now I hibernate every dream room. That way, I don't have to listen to their jolly tunes. Maybe you should give them a chance. Very few juniors are giants are familiar with the creatures of the bogs. Only with the stories about their bone-crushing teeth. What's wrong with bone-crushing teeth? They think you might want to crush their bones with them. Ah, but that would be so rude. They don't think that way. But I think if you get to know you, they'd like you a lot. After all, you make the best flowers crowns in all of Gaia, maybe in all of Asteria. Those sound perfect for a festival. You might be right. Maybe I'll create them with some flower crowns next year. I could even open up a seasonal flower crown store. I'd definitely buy one. But right now, I'm awake and thirsty. Do you have swamp water on the menu today? I'm all out, sorry. Too bad. Something else then. Do you sell the drinks that you make as Zodiac's tree bark in case their torches come near me again? I in fact still do. Give me one moment. Interesting character, this guy. I like him. Or her. I'm sure the gender right now. Frosted Lagoon. Strongest drink they have. Also, one moment. Yes, it must pat Andrew. Very important. I forgot to do that earlier. Thanks for telling me. This should be a trick. Liquid tree box just for you. Oh, delicious. I feel I could devour any torch now. Thank you, innkeeper. I'll wake you up from your slumber anyhow. The night sky fell into the dirt. Hot. It burned my favorite weeping willow to bits. I am replanting it into many small, sniffling willows. They are feasting upon the ashes of the stars that tried extinction, but it's a powerful nutrient. Sounds tasty. Haven't had a drink for you yet? I'm pretty sure. Ah, I do. Oh, it's a druid, and it's a she/they. 555, dear lord. Sounds tasty. After the trees and the winds, the pale bars calmed down. I had planned to go back to sleep. Oh my god, this voice hurts to do. I'm gonna keep trying though. Oh, that calamity made me awfully tired. But when I tried to sleep, all I could focus was on this feeling spreading in my chest. Heartburn? Loneliness. I thought I should get out of here and advertise my new spa. Because only crickets were visiting and they aren't very good at marketing. You know, maybe if people visit me instead of visiting them, they won't chase me off. So I went to where I knew people would come to use my service, where we'll camp in the Ashen Grove. Didn't want to intrude on the personal space, of course. So I just hung the coupons on pieces of thin red string in the nearby canopies. To together with some drones would be bells so the wind would announce their presence. Like those spells that draw you towards the nearest mud masks. I hope they'll visit me sometimes. I didn't know you opened a spa. It's new. I want to share my flowers and mud and pools with everybody, so we can all look beautiful together. That sounds wonderful, buyer. I agree. Can I leave some of my coupons here? Yes. Thank you. Please hand them to all your customers. I'll happily share this fantastic offer with them. You could also just come here more often and hand them out yourself. Ah, but there's no one else here. Except the jackdaw. Do you want a coupon, little creature? I'll leave one in your nest. No one's here because it's almost night. Close that buyer. You have to come by earlier during the day or earlier in the evening, or during events. But there will be people here. Yes, I believe that's the point. Too scary. I shall go now. Don't forget to hand out my coupons. Coupons. Sorry, I did it wrong. Will do. Act 2, Starlight Sonata. 10, Twin Flames. 8 of the Ashram Moon. I'll do this one day and call it there. I'll calm down now. Hey, Innkeep. Hello. It's been a while since I've seen you around. A whole week to be exact. You ready to miss me? I'm gonna check on Baya just a second to see her. Baya's an ancient swamp creature I've known for a long time. She's very sweet soul, but people tend to find her terrifying, even attack here. Well, spiders and opened the swamp spa a while ago, so she hasn't got a lot of visitors yet. A little. Cute. Got my hands on a job all the way in Daria. Seems like something relatively easy, but well paid. Or like something too good to be true. Not this time. Apparently the farmer just wanted it to be done quickly, she offered a higher than average rate. Sounds like easy money. Yeah, I wish. You know, I can use a drink first. Something that will loosen my tongue. I feel like this job drained me of my social energy. Only if I get to hear the rest of the story. Sounds like a good deal to me. You want the charisma one? I think that's like spoken heart. Yeah, spoken heart. Thanks, Andrew. Let's hope this suits your taste. Your drinks never disappoint. Glad to hear. I can definitely feel my charm coming back to me. I made your drink, now it's your turn. Tell me about your latest job. Fine, deal's a deal. I told you the farm was a farmer, right? She had large flocks of two-headed sheep. That's an interesting animal. Apparently, Don Store found Don staff will damage their barn and somehow managed to break out of their enclosure. Didn't think of them that clever, honestly. Must be the two brains. Probably. Anyways, they got out right before showing appointment. Of course, the farmer needed to get them back in time. Especially considering the rumors surrounding Daria at the moment. It seems to be a dangerous place nowadays. Apparently unusual amount of cattle have been going missing for these last few weeks. So local folk have been keeping a closer eye on their locks and fences. Of course, the farmer wanted her sheep to be safe, so she hired someone to bring her animals back. That's someone being you, obviously. I thought to myself, well, monster hunter handling animals is basically my job. I'd say monster hunters are rather known more for hunting instead of handling. That was exactly the issue. Do you know how stubborn two-headed sheep are? Let me guess, they're twice as stubborn as one-headed sheep. You got it. They're impossible to get moving, impossible to startle. One head might be eating, the other one is always watching you. But you did it, right? I suppose you wouldn't be here if you hadn't finished the job. You're absolutely correct. I was at my wit's end. Imagine having fought hundreds, not thousands of beasts. If some sheep had one enemy you can't win against? That sounds like a really humbling experience. It was, trust me. But luckily I got some help, and the adventure saw me struggling and offered their assistance and knowledge. Or should I say, a retired adventurer. Oh? Yeah, she was very insistent about label. Some kind of national finful. Must have lost her arm a while ago. Oh no. Back to the sheep. Tell me there's apparently one thing that gets their full attention. Gotta guess what that magic tool might be. I have no... Clovers! Morning dewdrops. The clovers to be sent. They go absolutely feral for them. If you make them follow everything in one of your commands. But someone with the experience to know that, innkeeper. Do you two know each other? Barely. Ha, keep your secrets. Oh, you so mysterious, innkeeper. I wanted to buy her a drink after you helped me out back there. I expect you to be best friends, honestly. Best friends? I think you got that wrong, Jade. I never been friends like him. I have taste. Well, that's unnecessary, you know. You didn't even consider my feelings. Consider me sorry, and keep. Apology accepted. Speaking of taste, what about your drinks? Yeah, you've always liked experimenting with potions and other suspicious liquids. Looks like you finally made it, huh? Indeed, I think I got the hang of it. And what are you waiting for? Your rival's waiting for a drink. Preferably one that restores my energy. She made made my weak old bones feel wobbly, and I don't like feeling so weak. Got you. Let's see what that old magic has to offer. Don't worry, he might not like it, but his drinks are actually really good. Don't worry, he might not look like it, but his drinks are really good. I bet. I'll take that as a compliment, I suppose. An attack potion. That should be Stubborn Brawler. Yeah. Poor. You know, if I ever run a D&D campaign, these will be drinks that I make and also use. They did have a one-shot sort of PDF, which is nice, I would say. Who knows, I might run that actually someday, just for some lulz. Oh wow! Impressed? Don't get cocky now. You didn't have to be shy, you can just admit I've improved. So, Jay told me you're retired now? Had enough invention business? Absolutely. Don't you have to do with that anymore. I can unlock quests for at least 2 lifetimes. And yet you decided to help Jade. Ever had to handle a 2-headed sheep? Not yet. Lucky you. Luckily, indeed. I'm just gonna watch her struggle with a stubborn beast any longer. But this was a one-time exception. Will the farmer pay accordingly after your morning review, Clover Tree? Oh, absolutely. She was so happy she gratefully paid both of us. That's good to hear. She even took us some gems that supposedly found in one of her fields. But I may Hannah don't have any use for stones like those. And so I couldn't care less about those material riches. So I figured give them you instead. But I wouldn't tell that pretentious blonde dragon priestess value. Feels like a blasphemous gift. Oh, a divine gem. A little blasphemous indeed. Citron. I think I know just the right way to use it. Thank you. Don't mention it. Now that we're done here, I can probably go back to crochetting for the rest of my life. Think it's put in for nothing. Of course, I'll either get to go rip some youngsters off playing cards. I haven't lost a game for at least 4 decades. That's remarkable. Or impossible for someone who's only playing fair. I think you're lucky she'll get in with me today. I've also lost the game in at least a decade. Are you challenging me to a duel? Absolutely. And whoever loses pay the next round of drinks. That's the spirit. I like you, bounty hunter. And don't come crying after me after I annihilate you. Huh, you wish. Oh, come on! You make me pit between these two. Why? Scared I might lose? I just know for a fact Jay's not new to cheating. I've seen countless mercenaries lose against her. Do you really think I'm that senile? This will be an easy match, don't you worry. Get enough in your monthly pension to pay for 2 drinks. Get enough in your monthly pension to pay for 2 drinks, Una. You know I can hear you both, right? Got coffee? Keep dreaming. Oh god. One moment, I'm going to check on Una's ball page. It's always good to have a read. I've been browsing it for a long time before this story even began. She was an adventurer back then, but now is retired now. You put a crochet hook onto her something around. But there are things about her that may change. Pretty sure she'll never stop stacking that deck, for example. Neutral good, I shall see she has 68 info. Okay. G'day! G'day! I have returned, innkeeper. Welcome back, Miss Anwar, and welcome. This brave merchant is Claymore. He's offered on his support during my quest. I'm happy to hear that. Thank you so much on behalf of the world. Yes, of course, the world, Mr. Clay. You don't need to be that old, Mr. Thing. Just Clay is alright with me. Otherwise, it sounds so formal, like talking to one of those gruff people. Oh, you were only one of those. Clay is. It is then. Can I offer you both a drink in exchange for a story of how you two met? That would be a fun trade, right, Tia? I think I would welcome it as well. And what can I get you? Clay, please go ahead. Oh my. You've got a lot of stuff on the menu. How about one of those drinks with ingredients? They look strong. How about something extra for those muscles? That sounds nice. Let's go with that. 1 minute. Well, that will be another southern brawler, is it not? My strongest drink. Thanks, Andy. Try this. I think it might knock your socks off. This tastes strong and magic-y, but my socks are still on. Still, I love it. I'll have to remember this one for next time. What is it called? Don't worry, I'll remember it for you. Thank you. Now, Miss Anwar, what would you like? I need some kind of liquid vigilance. Even in here, it's important to stay on guard. Wouldn't this be the right time to relax? There's no such time. Aye. Alright, I shall aid you in the divine mission or not fall asleep standing. That would be... what's the lagoon? Yep. This should keep you awake. Okay, yep, this should be the right drink. Thanks, Andrew. Some liquid vigilance that dilute with some delicious secret ingredients. Enjoy! I could do something with less diluted, but you are right. It's delicious. Happy to hear that. Do we get to tell the story now? Please, go ahead. You think I should start with the seashells? No, I think some exposition is in order first. As you're in your innkeep, I plan to start my investigation right here in Zenith. Specifically at the local Gaia temple. So, I've been told. Mostly about the wobbling news. Ah, yes. That was certainly something. Unfortunately, besides the fascinating personal secrets, they had nothing of value to share with me. Unfortunately, thanks to your rumors, I was not entirely without a lead. But the prophecy led me to Dalwell. Or should I say the Abandoned Isles, or Fairweather. Name changes depending who you ask. I didn't know it had that many names. I always just called it Kelpie Island. Why? Because it's shaped like one. Probably the smallest approach. Kelpie Island, or Fairweather, its name means very little to me. The local settlement of Fae was much more relevant. They put everything into giant sequoia that holds their portal to Avalon. Their portal is in the tree? Yes, right in the center. They call it the Horizon Tree. It's beautiful. The Fae themselves were moderately helpful. It was difficult to get them to focus on the severity of the situation. And I was pretty sure they were preparing some sort of morbid ritual with the acorns they were stringing up between the rose bushes in their asymmetrical shapes. Oh, I always thought those were art projects. Common misconception. It's more like they were preparing to charge them with astral moonlight. For what? If you freeze them, they make for good ice cubes. Do you participate in such practices? Not at the moment. I'm just not going to question that. Eventually I got them to sit still long enough to ask them about any strange occurrences around their settlement. Did they understand your definition of strange? After some explanation, told me how recently the astral humpback whale had rampaged through one of their nearby scouting camps, just 2 days before the stars fell. So it seemed I was running from something, and that was full of seething fury. They all claimed to be a good sign because it promised adventure. They weren't wrong. He's right. It didn't lead us on adventure. I don't know whether we hoped it wiped out the entire night sky. No one would hope for that. Well, someone clearly did. They weren't wrong about being a sign of change or pace is all I'm saying. The exact definition is subject to personal convictions. I certainly was a sign of something being awry, and I was determined to get to the bottom of it. So naturally I made my way to nearby Carapace Beach and prepared the celestial summoning ritual under the young astral moon. For the humpback whale, I suppose? What else would I be summoning? Thought maybe you want to ask Cassiopeia for her input. Are you out of your mind? The Realm Keeper has sworn divine oath of neutrality that prevents from directly interfering with the simple world of us mortals. Full of might of their powers could disrupt the delicate balance of the cosmic design. Right, sorry. Slipped my mind. You are forgiven. As I was preparing the ritual, ready myself to confront the troublemaker, I saw myself being interrupted by a strange request. That was me. I asked her if she needed any more seashells. Did she? I did, actually. Preparing dragonhead tritons and filming limpet shells can hide the dual aspect of celestial twins, therefore making the actual sea more stable. Obviously, I hadn't managed to find a limpet shell one happened to be among his offering. I honestly just thought she was decorating the beach, and that she could do with more colour. You went wrong in a way. Sadly, the shells burned up during the rehearsals, singed to his hands too. Just a little. Fortunately, I possess spectacular healing capabilities. Fortunate indeed. We collect seashells for the beach decorative for your very own ritual clay. I was collecting for my friends. And this time of year, Kelpie Island is full of all kinds of sparkling floating animals from the astral sea. And they love munching on seashells. Do you count these creatures a lot? I try to. They're very nice. They can talk to animals. Guy's blessing rest upon him. Fantastic. It is. Though I'm not always sure they like talking to me. They tend to disappear sooner or later. Sometimes they come back, but often they don't. I think maybe I accidentally say some things that upset them, not realizing. I think I mean to hurt them. I hate it when that happens. You mean they disappear like they were never there? Yes. Like they moved to a different, quiet beach. Or they returned to the astral sea. I feel like they would tell me if they went back home. Not necessarily. Many astral creatures traverse the planes at will. They don't always have control over when they return. In many cases, the astral currents pull them back home before they are ready. And once you are swept up in them, each subsequent journey after is even more and more difficult, or so I've been told. Because your friends either went home when you weren't there, or they got pulled back before they had a chance to say goodbye. So you're saying the sea swallowed them? Not quite. Just beckoned them home through a celestial hug of sorts. So that means they could just visit them in the astral sea. That would be an incredible undertaking. Traveling to planes is quite hazardous. It is, but echoes from the Primordial Sea, and my family has lived there for quite a while, I think. They must have gotten here somehow. They say it was much simpler to traverse between planes once. But for a long time it's been almost impossible to be without complicated and dangerous rituals. Till recently, the astral sea was the only possible way to pass through the barriers. And accessing it requires meticulous planning, not to mention that the sea tends to come with more risks than rewards. If you are steering friends who choose to leave their home plane on a wind, get pulled back by the currents eventually. Imagine what would happen if you went in unprepared. But the they on Kelpie Island aren't from Gaia either, and they told me they haven't lived here for very long. Since the 5 interplanet portals opened up, interplanet travel has become a lot more accessible again. At least when it comes to the dream planes. The astral commodities are not to mention are finally open us again after all these years. A true miracle to witness in our lifetimes. So the portals haven't always been there? I didn't know that. Who put them there? Well, that is a very good question. I wonder what would blow the scope of this conversation beyond its bounds, I would think. Sorry for yawning again. still have to tell me how you summoned that whale. You're right, we're getting off track. As Clay and I talked, he told me about his fascinating friendship with the astral creatures, and his ability to speak with animals as if they share a language. So you asked him for help? Well, he offered his aid. I said I would have handled it on my own, but you didn't have to. Right, that, obviously. Thank you very much, Clay. Anytime. So I summoned it. The ritual worked especially well, and it appeared out of the sky in a wave of concerning darkness. Stars used to accompany them. I mean, there was one star. There was. The whale was bigger than I had anticipated. Almost towards the horizon tree. And the stomach rested a giant sun, the only star of the night sky who had not been extinguished, nestled right in its belly. That sounds beautiful. It was, in a way. Star wasn't the thing to worry about, though. Well, didn't look too all happy about being summoned. Instead, it looked like a wounded animal that was one loud noise from lashing out. It looked sick. Its translucent skin was grey, like it was frozen with the coldness of the highest mountains or the deepest depths. Its eyes were pale, almost blind, no warmth within them. I thought for a brief second we must fight this beast before it consumes us and everything in its path. When I looked at Clay, I saw a deep understanding in his eyes, like he was seeing wasn't seeing a monster, but a friend. So I stayed quiet, knowing whatever he knew outweighed my fear. He knew what it needed, Clay? Not completely, but I knew it, that look in its eyes. That feeling when you're scared, you get angry. When you want to fight, because you're terrified you won't be able to flee. So I kneeled to show that I didn't mean any harm, and held my last conch shell in my hands. It took a moment to overcome the instinct to mistrust, but then I picked the shell gently and ate it. I saw the conch freeze as it was swallowed. It looked painful. Wanted to comfort the whale, I reached out and carefully put my hand against the cheek. I wanted it to know it wasn't alone. I'm sure it needed that. It did. It was so sad it cried tears of golden dust. Turned to the ice wall hit the ground. At the moment I realized his body had been cursed with a potent frostbite. I knew it did not trust me yet, so what I did, I previously would not have done thought possible. The hand of Clay's shoulder and the magic of your drink, I was able to briefly transfer my magic onto Clay, allowing him to cure it for its disease. Just on the forehead, the ice burned away, freeing it from the endless chill. It's quite sweet. It's one lucky whale, and one of the huge special than the infusion. Is that not usually possible? Inspiration is a fickle thing. Such magic is deeply personal and differs from person to person. I always enjoy seeing how others imagine support to look like. Ty's support was very helpful. I hope so. Once it was free from pain, the whale was ready to talk to us. Asked what happened and told me about finding some sort of evil creature on 2 legs. A creature on 2 legs? So humanoid then. We assume. It turns out whales don't care much about appearances. Get more what things for being thrown at it, what a mean way to approach a whale. Apparently saw there comes some concern it could only remember it was black and white in colour, and that it tasted horrible. But I thought, I have a strong digestive thing. It's nothing to worry about. Rookie mistake. The 2-legged monster wouldn't stop attacking, so it fled as quickly as good, trying to find its way home. It felt really bad about destroying the camp. I get why the worst part of being angry is seeing the wreckage you leave behind. Do you ever get angry? No, I'm the embodiment of calmness and self-discipline. Where I come from, they call that repression. Luckily, anger subsided when it found its way back. I thought it was finally safe, but suddenly this freezing cold began. I don't mind the cold much from the highlands. It began a lot of snow in winter. kind of cold was... It was described as sounded awful. Painful, inescapable, like it was freezing from the inside out. The frozen frostbite I mentioned seemed to curse took a hold and slowly spread throughout its entire body. It tried to keep itself warm by feeding on solar crabs and cosmic squid, but that didn't help much. Just came getting more scared and angrier and now colder. Till it even sprang with fever. I couldn't think of anything other than the cold. So in its desperation, it ate the hottest thing it could find. A star. A giant one at that, just relatively small, contained in its belly. Apparently it was one of the biggest ones in the Earth had to offer. The East Star. It ate Pharos, the giant star at the endless seas. It did, and it helped. Get the frostbite bait even if it did not eradicate it. But as you can imagine, a massive star this bang did not have the most effect on the actual sea's delicate balance of gravity. I can imagine that. The whales were very confused what had happened. But instead all the stars had suddenly started to fall and spin out of place. They crashed into each other, causing more destruction with each passing moment. I didn't understand everything it described, but it sounded bad. To label it bad would be the understatement. The falling stars were tools in Cassiopeia's wings. To think one hungry creature could break the entire balance of the universe. It was hurt and scared. It should have endured instead of hurting others. It was alone. It didn't know all that would happen. It didn't. I'm sure it tried its best. Its best wasn't good enough. Well, it's a result of all the things that were done to it. We should celebrate that we had to help it, instead of blaming it for its pain. I think so too. Do you also manage to free the star in its stomach? No. The frostbite may be gone, but the star still is a part of it now. It's become the first new kind, a sun humpback whale. And probably the last one too, as all the stars in the Astral Sea have been snuffed out. We'll have never seen that sky again, and in turn, the whale must forever live with its guilt nestled in its stomach. You're right, some things will forever change now. But that's kind of the point of disasters. Perhaps all doesn't stand for shame, but the pride of its survival. We should be sad for the most unfortunate, but happy that one managed to make it through. Besides, we may not last Sky Starry companions, but managed to get 2 new friends in the worst situation to lead to right sometimes. I like that. We should never be sad about finding new friends. Speaking of friends, on the way back, we ran into this Tavern souvenir shop. Bought a friendship bracelet for Tia and I with a little whale charms on them. But she didn't want it yet, so I'm waiting until she's ready. That's very nice of you, right, Tia? I'm just a hazard for fights and could get caught in things. Sure, I'm looking forward to see how they look with your armor. He also found something for you at the souvenir shop. That's... She said it reminded her of your tavern. And now I've seen it in person, I agree. Now I'm curious, what is it? Oh, that's very mosaic. Guess it's that. Shopkeeper told us a little bit about it. Suppose this piece of art represents a new beginning of the hard-fought battle. Kind of the red sun of the humpback whale. Very fitting. Thank you, Tia. So... I suppose I am. You really are? It's surprisingly competent. Perhaps one might even say I could have not done it without this entirely without you. If I was one to be extreme about it. I think someone could do anything alone if you put your mind to it. That doesn't mean you should have to. I'm always happy when doing difficult things I have to help from other people. Well said, Clay. Still a teamwork, you two. Keep it up. Will do. Much more importantly, clearly our quest was not successful. What are you talking about? You killed the sun, humpback whale, you found out while the stars fell, you've made new friends. What more could you want? You still have the slightest idea who caused all this? An angry human figure? And that is who exactly? Well, we can rule you out, you and me, and the innkeeper. We can rule out you and me. Ouch. No hard feelings. I believe you're innocent, but sometimes evil hides in plain sight. One must be led astray. I understand. Paranoia is a hard habit to break. Clearly some orchestra is. Seems too random and methodical being an accidental side effect. I must find out what hides in the darkness. If something like this happens again, it could end in a calamity of the likes which I've never seen before. Oh, don't worry too much about girly. This is just kind of how oblivions are around here. I wouldn't just call this an oblivion. How often have you seen stars fall from the sky? 0 times. I was asleep when it happened. Now that that's over, there goes my chance of ever witnessing a supreme meteor shower. You should not witness such horrors. Some horrors are fun to look at. Listen, love. When I was your age, I used to worry about stuff like this all the time. This weirdo over here did too. We all did, at one time or another. But you know, from experience, making such a fuss about it won't get you anywhere. These bite-sized calamities are part of the natural order of things. From chaos to balance, to chaos to back to balance, everything is just switched around in a never-ending cycle. Sure, it's good to keep an eye out. You don't have to give yourself errors and over it. Just pick a quest if it worries you, follow the natural flow of the universe. That way, if you're lucky, you might outlive retired like me. Such a leisure attitude only leads to failure. And even then, someone is always going to save the world in the end. And that someone is going to be me. Haha. Oh, the youth. Anyway, order me. Got another drink for me? I'm running dry. Anytime, Luna. You still want another energy? How about another strong one? You got it. Something strong for the most strong-headed lady I know. Weirdly way to admit you've lost every argument against me. But this drink is splendid, I'll give you that. See, with one of these, your worries will be washed away with flavor. Good or bad, depends on the day. I find your apathy borders on tragedy. And I find your hero complex unsuitable. Unsustainable, maybe, I don't know. Remember, kiddo, don't build those statuses for your folks who are alive. Who cares about statuses? What was that statues? Their purpose is the purpose, and I don't care who immortalizes me. No one's purpose is to die, girl. That is much more meaningful than that. Anyway, my best is winning. It's winning cards right now. Good luck with your delusions. I apologize on her behalf. It's fine. Dear, are you dying? No. She was speaking hypothetically. I'm not sure what that means, but it doesn't sound like it could damage your armor. But you know, maybe we should listen to her advice. At least a little bit. My granny always says, with age comes the priceless wisdom of mistakes. I think your grandma's advice will be much more helpful than whatever a failed hero has to say. You think retirement is failure? One's potion should be abandoned. If you can still serve this world, you should. Not sure if that's oblique or inspiring. The latter. Oh, damn, I'm yawning. She was right about one thing though, sorry about yawning. The past is full of terrible results that were prevented. Which means this too could have been attempted before, if not very successfully. Know something so vile be scarce, and well guarded, maybe even abandoned. I've never crossed anything like this anywhere in the Aperture's library. Granted, the Aperture has only been standing for a little over 2 decades, no? It's a library that cannot be in that vast. Many orders of the books were relocated to the new stronghold. I do believe we do currently harbour the knowledge I seek. For that, other avenues must be explored. What are you considering? We could ask everyone we come across until we find someone who knows something. Good idea. That'll take far too long. I think we should look for the Everbloom Archives. Is that a book club? An ancient one. Everbloom was the Great Seven Mahedian Archives. The guy wanted to be specific. Legend has it, there used to be one of each plane. Even Tuat, the plane of dead, were once filled the day with all the knowledge of the cosmos and grew in size every day, thanks to their fearless archivists. But then they fell into unknown foe that had been lost over time ever since. I believe one of them could hold the answers we seek. Innkeeper, do you perhaps know where to find this archive? Nope, not much of a librarian, unfortunately. Disappointing. But if you could eye out for it, right? You could ask all the square people that pass through here. Of course, I can do that. Perhaps you can start asking that bounty hunter once she's done gambling all her money away. You could ask her yourself. I would rather not. I'll take the terrible task on your hands then. Wonderful. You would need them. More than they did take care of things, care of this, alright? I could do with a little more time. Nonsense, we don't have more time. I need your full commitment on this thing, Keeper. This is very short notice. As our disasters typically, since the vigilance, I shall return fully prepared for quest tomorrow morning. Okay. In the meantime, you should rest. Don't be ridiculous. I have things to do, people to help, players to consult. Una was right. A good night's sleep will do wonders for you. I can even offer you some coupons of beautiful home spa. Fine, I'll take one or two. Though they won't be put to much use. Whereas now, who will have the world will have faith in? I shall see you tomorrow. It's always nice to see burnout. It's always nice to see burnout happening in real time. Don't worry, I'll go with her and make her some soup. Soup always helps me when I have a headache. It looks like she has a big one. Do you want some soup as well? Yes please. I'll bring some by tomorrow. Do you have any allergies? No, thank you, Clay. In real life, I do have an allergy. Peanuts. Anytime. And the recipe will be surprised. Have a superb day. I'll take some of these coupons too. Wonderful. Talking through everything really helped. Thank you. I'm happy to hear that. Hope you had under the shoe shots. Catching up with some master friends might make you feel a lot better. Actually, I was thinking I could use the shots to make some friendship bracelets with Tia now. Not carving them with the stars. I think sometimes you have to make something beautiful out of things that hurt you. Otherwise, you're left with anger that has nowhere to go. Do you like being angry? No. Me neither. Although I get angry sometimes, it's not the most fun, but it's important. Never get angry doesn't solve anything either. It just makes you smaller and smaller. People no longer see you, so I need to think about. At least they're not scared of you. Anger doesn't make you any more monster than silence makes you a saint. Be a whole person, Clay, and don't be scared of who that is. I'll try and keep up. Thank you. I hope you find a way back to yourself too. Thank you, Clay. Me too. Let's look at Clay. Oh, damn. Giant earth echo heap of bare hands. Things are hot. Okay, cool. Top of the evening to you. Top of the evening to you. Welcome to my tavern. Oh, what do my magic eyes see? New faces, new acquaintances. With whom do I have the pleasure today? No way, a speaking skeleton? I haven't seen one of those in a long while. Hello there, how incredibly rude of me to leave you out of my introduction. My name is Scully. You're surprised. Well, you call me Uno, Mr. Scully. That one over there is my friend Jade. Ah, follow Mahada. But more skin left. Which isn't immensely difficult, I suppose. Hard to make you grace about your friend Jade. Scully, shouldn't you be named off the gemstone? As far as I'm aware, Mahadi and the last names refer to their bones, no? Correct. I can remember what my poor bones are made of. There's always a lot of gaps in my head this head of mine. Let me have a look. Looks like alabaster to me. Hard to say without thorough analysis though. Alabaster? That does sound familiar. Like an old name perhaps? I'm not sure, but worth investigating. Thank you, Jade. Still, let's leave Scully until we have more detailed information. I think I should be going now. I still have work to do. When I went to the hand, I wanted to say the exact same thing. But what if we really left this secret all by himself? I think one should just stay a little longer. Isn't that cool that both of you have bones made of shimmery gemstones? That is true. I've seen another Mihalia since. Well, since I woke up. So anyway, between 2 weeks and 2 centuries ago. See, it's a match already. It would be a shame if the two of you became friends. Huh? Anyway, see ya. That was quick. Indeed. Guess a woman her age knows what she wants. Good mythical morning. It's past sunset. Well, it's well past sunset, Hex. That might be true, but it's still morning somewhere. I know. You got it. But today I'm here to talk with you about. Primordial magic. Today we're going to celebrate my sister. Greetings, everyone. Come on in. Pleased to meet you. My name is Scully. Jade. You can call me Hex, and this is Grace, my little sister. Yes, I know, she's taller than me. You can keep it to yourselves. We're to celebrate not too gross, but some fire might be fun. No fireballs inside, Hexagon. If you insist, a fireless party it is then. The birds are aching for a party. I haven't attended one and would feel like an eternity. What's the occasion? My wonderful talented sister defended her wizard doctoral thesis. Just today. She can now actually call herself a full-blown Selenite witch. It's not that special, honestly. I beg to differ. That's a major big deal. Congrats. I must congratulate you as well. Quite an outstanding achievement indeed. You're very sweet. Thank you. I have to agree with that one. You should be proud of yourself. How about a drink on the house to celebrate your graduation? Exo told me you're a real magic connoisseur. I'd love to taste one of your creations, Innkeeper. But I don't know what to pick. Could you recommend something to me? Of course. How about a drink for your wits? Your brain must be tired of debating your progresses all day. That sounds lovely. My brain could use a pick-me-up. Coming right up. That'd be a sparky nebula. This day is taking longer than expected. I don't want to leave on a cliffhanger. this is delightful. See, told you. He definitely knows his craft. Say, Innkeeper, do you have a PhD in mixology by any chance? Last time I checked, no, but I do have a lot of experience. It took a while to get a hang of it. I can tell your drinks are really tasty. I could easily go for another round of rating right now. Is anyone else up for a drink? No, not yet. I'm still energized from earlier. Scully, Hicks, what about you two? I'm good. Don't want to steal this show today. I love the refresher of the old bones, actually. Perhaps something that'll bring the charm of the old days. At your service. That'll be a spoken art. Yeah. Here you go, a drink for the charming gentleman. Oh, what a lovely taste, both my bones inside and out. Should I be worried? Maybe it's an undead thing. Well, theoretically, it would be possible for a magical drink to warm one's bones. You just need you and your wild dreams, Hexy. Maybe those experiences with someone with an actual laboratory for once. Ah. All that talking about studying degrees brings back so many old memories. I was also a scholar once. So my life as an archivist, at the Gaian Everbloom Archives to be precise. Before my supposedly eternal slumber, I've read about the old archivists, but never had a chance to talk to one. Well, obviously, they're all dead. All of them? Yes, the archives were destroyed ages ago. They're mostly a myth now. Oh, that's quite sad. Well, knowledge must have been gone lost with them. I guess so. If you wouldn't mind, Scully, I'd like to hear more about them. Maybe we can revive some of that old knowledge. It would be my pleasure, but sadly I cannot remember much of my research. All those years below ground without sunlight don't seem to be good for my memory. Been a few centuries since I've been alive, so I'm not even sure where one would find the archives nowadays. Or the ruins, rather. Maybe that could help. A little, I believe. I have been working close by. My early memories as a skeleton are quite hazy. During my lifetime, the archives were located deep underground. Gaia's lively bursting were juxtaposed with a hostile and lifeless mountain range. It was surrounded by nothing but rocks and boulders, sharp as talons and fangs. If you made it out of the mountains, you'd be greeted by either dry steps or a poisonous lake. Liquid that could singe the meat right off your bones. I knew someone fell into the lake once. I remember it as if it was yesterday. Well, that sounds like not the best of an important archive stronghold. Would not necessarily agree. Say the books and scrolls in Mahad archives can full of mysteries in our world and realms that surround us. Of course, you have to protect that knowledge. It would be a shame if someone. Anyways, I think I know the place Skull is talking about. Oh, sounds like the gravel mac, sharp rocks next to a poisonous lake. There's no location like that exists twice on this plane, at least. Or else I would have heard of it. I would not recommend going there. I bet it's especially dusty after all these years. But to think of all those hidden treasures, knowledge, left untouched for millennia. That sounds a little too ambitious, even for you. Fine. I don't like risk the sensibilities wouldn't last a day in gravel mac anyway. Oh, and you would? Who can say? Anyways, gotta go now. Shut enough secrets for the trade already. Thank you for your reluctant service. What a lovely young lady. She would have made up for a great archivist. a grumpy one. I'm sure she just had a long day. As I have, honestly, I'm very tired. I'm absolutely sure that I'm tired as well. You seem like the kind of person to downplay your achievements. And getting your PhD really isn't something small or insignificant. It's nothing really. I spent a lot of time researching. Defending my thesis was a mere formality. Scully and my points still stand, and I'm sure your brother would agree with us. Absolutely. You're very kind, I really appreciate it. How about we call it a day? It's already getting late. A splendid idea, Inspector Witch like you. Seems fair. I will just the rest of the evening and keep. I will, practically. Please be the end. Please, yes. Ah. Okay, I need to figure out. It made the quest harder to like. I'm not sure, because it can be wrong. Just trying to figure it out. Okay, that should be right. I like knowledge. Okay, yeah. Should be good. Another quest down. Fiandu. Sweep up. And blow out the candle. Okay, that's what we're gonna call a stream for right now. I need to get to bed. I've got work tomorrow. So, I hope to see you guys next time. This was a fun time.